JICA and the embassy has a long history of assisting Uganda. We established the embassy in 1997 and JICA established office in 2001. Since that, in fact, partnership Uganda government and people, we have been in collaboration with Uganda for a long time. Infrastructure, road, water, vocational training, agriculture, Nerika rice, ginger bridge, and so forth. Yet another this year is an important year for us. We are going to sign the new Karuma Bridge next week. Kampala is now having not only this flyover, but also the entire traffic signal system. The control center will be open this July or August. Not only in Kampala, but also elsewhere in Uganda, we are going to have some road construction in Yumbe. Irrigation system in Atari. And of course, we will embark on flyover Lot 2, SDR, and also the Kampala Master Plan. Your Excellency, we are aware of your very, very congested schedule today, but we want to thank you for sparing time to come and personally grace the significant commissioning of this very important facility that is in line with your vision of transforming the country, beginning from the capital city of Kampala. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for availing us this time. Your Excellency, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you again and all the distinguished leaders here. This project, as has already been ably communicated by His Excellency, the Japanese Ambassador, is meant to improve traffic flow within the greater Kampala metropolitan area and the central business district of Kampala through the construction of the flyover structure, what we call the underpass, the pedestrian bridges, the road upgrading, improvement of the drainage that had become a menace to us here in the clock tower, and the road junctions. Your Excellency, the project is now complete. The civil works component of the construction has cost us a colossal $81 million. The following items, Musei, have been delivered and completed in this project. First of all, the clock tower flyover with overall length of 584 meters, a bridge that is 666 meters, and a 2-lane. The purpose of this flyover is to ease movement of vehicles and a truck under particularly the 7.5 tons between the Queensway and Zambia Road. Border borders, Your Excellency, and slow-moving loaded trucks will not be allowed to pass in that particular place that I have described. The second one is ShopRite pedestrian bridge with overall length of 92 meters, 3-point star shape. The purpose of this facility, Your Excellency, is to facilitate movement of pedestrians above the road to improve the safety of pedestrians. And pedestrians should not weave, because our plan, and whether your guidance, is to save pedestrians from weaving between the traffic on the ground, and then border borders again will be advised not to be going up there. The third one, Your Excellency, is the clock tower circular shaped pedestrian bridge with overall length of 229 meters. The purpose of this facility is to facilitate movement again of pedestrians above the road and to improve the safety of our pedestrians. Your Excellency, Kibuli pedestrian bridge with an overall length of 40 meters. The purpose of this facility is to facilitate the movement of pedestrians again above the road and to improve safety again of our traveling public. Your Excellency, there is what we call the Zambia Underpass with a total length of 360 meters. Your Excellency, the purpose of this underground facility is to facilitate faster movement of traffic between Zambia Road and Mukwano Road. Again, bodabodas are not allowed into this underpass because of safety concerns, since the vehicles will be a lot faster in this underpass. Number 6 is the construction of the clock tower. Your Excellency, the other old one, we dismantled it. This is a replacement of the clock tower facility, which was constructed in 1954 when the Queen visited our country. Your Excellency, we have widened and improved the roads of a total of 2,920 meters. This is to ease the flow of traffic and mitigate the traffic jam that used to be a nuisance perpetually in this junction. Your Excellency, there are 5 signalized improved junctions, normally in ShopRite, Clock Tower, Zambia Hospital, and New Kibuli Overpass.
Your Excellency, allow me to express my deepest gratitude to you for your visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to the development of our nation and to the affairs of KCC in particular. Under your guidance, Uganda continues to make remarkable strides in infrastructure development, urban planning, and economic growth. This flyover is yet another testament to your dedication in ensuring that Kampala evolves into a world-class city. We thank you so much. I also wish to extend my appreciation to the government of Japan through the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, for the generous financial and technical support that has made this project a reality. This partnership is a true reflection of the strong relationship between Uganda and Japan, and we look forward to continued collaboration in your infrastructure agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a long speech, but due to time, I'm going to cut it short. But I think I'll communicate in writing to the President about what we need to maintain this flyover. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, this is just the beginning. The government of Uganda, through the Ministry of Kampala Capital City Authority, remains committed to delivering more roads, infrastructure projects, expanding public transport solutions, and creating a well-planned metropolitan area that serves every citizen. Road construction works under the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Urban Development Program are currently ongoing in the areas of Bokono, Chira municipalities, with progress on drainage completion.
This is going to improve road safety and boost business in Kampala, and people will make money because we have been wasting a lot of time at that place. So congratulations, the people of Kampala.
Yes.
Mr. President, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your wise leadership. I remember one time in cabinet, that was 2021, when you had just appointed us. You said they serve the campus and put it at Clock Tower. And you said that campus must be the center. So we have all the roads starting from the Clock Tower. A road from here to Zambia, that must be worked on. And Kampala now is like a construction site. Every part of Kampala is under construction. Thank you so much, Mr. President. And I believe, Mr. President, under your wise leadership, Kampala will be one of the best cities in the world. I have that belief.
So by buying Japanese vehicles in Africa, we have been supporting the economy of Japan. So I'm therefore happy to see that the Japanese are reciprocating. Through infrastructure. They are building, you have heard what they have done, the Nile Bridge, the road from Gulu to Nimule some years ago, the different projects. Now, this is one of them. And as you heard, they are going to build the Karuma Bridge. So I want to thank the Japanese and congratulate them on not being selfish. But what I normally tell them is to say, you come and invest in Africa in addition to aid and support. Come and manufacture in Africa, in Uganda, so that you sell within the Ugandan market, you sell within the African market, and you sell in third-party markets like China, like America, and Europe. So this is where the Japanese need to do some work to invest in manufacturing, especially value addition and engineering products. So we are therefore very happy working with the Japan. You heard that I was one of the pioneers of TCAD when I went there in 1993. This was because of this cooperation. We even had a meeting in Nairobi where Prime Minister Abe was in Nairobi, the one who was killed by. So therefore, I want to thank Japan for the solidarity and ask them to go into value addition. Value addition, we shall. The African market is a big market. It is growing. Population is increasing. Africa is now 1.5 billion. We have overtaken India and China in the population. And in the next 30 years, African population will be 2.5 billion. The Africans will be a quarter of the human race. So being in Africa is really the way for the future. Now, regarding the Ugandans, you must observe discipline. Mulina okubuulira abantu bonna nti okusuulasuula ebintu, obuveera, epapula, litari, banyankole tokuzambaaza. Mu Luganda bakiyita batya? Mu Luganda bakiyita batya? Okusuulasuula ebintu. Omuzindaalo? Abanyankole koli tokuzambaaza.
Excellency, okumansa-mansa.
Mansa. I thought okumansa was for water. Anything else? Oh, no, because that literally okuzambaaza kibi nnyo kubanga ekireeta emyala okuzibikira bwe buveera mumansa kijja bulungi awo. Obuveera bwe mumansa, ebipapula biki ebyo, ebigoyegoye, ebintu byo akaveera k'okozeseza kateeke mu nsawo yo ogende okasuule ewuwo mu kasasiro ey'ewuwo oba okasuule mu kasasiro eya wano mu tawuni naye tokasuula don't throw on in the open or on the roadside, because that's the biggest problem. The flooding you are talking about, what causes it? It is the blockage of the drainage. Now that we have got cameras, the police also, the KCCA should work with the police to use the police cameras to see who ani are into, and we go for him and we make him pay. Cameras ziyinza kumulaba kumulengera ne bagamba nti oliya abantu mubabuulire baleme bajje obukyafu mu tawuni yammwe, kubanga emyala bwegizibikira ensiri ziri eyo, enswera nawano nzirabawo, ebyo saagala kubiteeka mu luzungu, mubireke mu lwaffe. Enswera nawano nzirabawo bannange, ebyo byonna biva mu bukyafu buli. So n'olwekyo twenenye, kubanga ono kasasiro eyatta abantu luli. Bwe tukyekenenyeza tusanze nti okutereeza kasasiro kitandikira waka. Bano aba KCCA bagenda kubagamba nti kasasiro buli waka mumwawule akaveera, ebiwaatiro, ebicupa ebimenyese temubikwataganya. Akatwa gwako ke kalimu ekizibu. Bwe mbyawula ne babitwala separately, kigenda kuba kyangu obuveera ne baburecyclinga, ebiwaatiro ne babijjamu ekigimusa, biri ebicupa ebimenyese ne babikozesa ekirala. So n'olwekyo citizens nammwe mulina ogwammwe. Kati gavumenti ekoze ogwayo, mulaba wano engeri gye wanyirira. Kati ani agenda okulabirira okulaba nti okunyirira okwo doesn't go away. So kati bino byonna mbirekedde muwala wange oli mwana gwe mbadde naye, nali ndowooza nti bamujja Saudi Arabia, naye ogenda kwekenenya muwala wange gwe mbadde naye wali mu public service. Bugira ki? Okay, erinnya eryo.
Buzechi Sharifa.
Buzechi. Mbadde naye emyaka mingi. Nali ndowooza nti bamujja bweru, kubanga namulaba mu mawulire, ogenda kwekenenya nsanga ali muwala wange we mbadde naye emyaka mingi. Tumaze emyaka emmeka?
17, Your Excellency.
Owulire bannange. Kale aba tablik ebyammwe mbiwulidde. My state house controller in May, June, munete abatabulika abo kati batereera biri bye baali bakola babivaamu, abasinga obungi babiviiramu ddala, bantu balungi ddala. N'olwekyo mbandeetere ndabe engeri gye mbayambamu okufuna we basinziza awalungi awayonjo. Arigato. Okini.
Your Excellency, we have others, including your deputy RCC, I saw him, a very vibrant man, is here. Without wasting time, I welcome Honorable Mr. Chweru to come and give us, by the government of Uganda under leadership of His Excellency the President, in collaboration with JICA, our Japanese people. That's the ambassador of Japan in Uganda. He's called
Want another round? Yes, sir. Want another round? Yes, sir. Then Buruda after you. Kandi yachugwa vice president, yachugwa deputy speaker wa parliament, yachugwa ministers.
Ndenda kushuba kusima eji power line eyitwa tongoza elizoberi eyuwa commissioning kunuya rubanda niyo center ya iron ore ngenu factory eyo turaga olenda ngututunge eji factory ekabetalija kunu tutinaga mashanyarazi ngenu hata bwaga mashanyarazi twagatunga ekitura kushaba no turakushaba ngo gumora tuterera yetochi otubonera omuntu investor ubu turabasa kuhereza itaka nagambira na chairman ayemerere wa district twikirizine ngo investor tumuhereza itaka hati iron ore factory egende mumeshu
ogwa president mukuru wihanga okwijo wanje akahika muko wanje ninyoha ndakisimira ruhanga muno webale kwija kandi kindi ndasima bishop webale kwika mukoro gwanje akidikoni n'abantu mwena omubitinisa byanyu ndabasima munonga mwenu President Museveni akataho muranga go kugira ngo aine arenda kurete sete za PDM abaraza ina barafegwa kutaza radio nabuza mu PDM eramanyisa ki basikunijira banshobororera ngo arenda ngo kurete sete zize mu bantu bahasi twaboro tutaguma turarisa ki enda kushe basi ngene kunaheriza kuchitunga basona jamgane zo seto muranga gwa President Museveni ngene onanye kandi mama ningija kuganyigwamo nangwa namazana kishabira kunaherize kabanda ndo mushubuzi na murara nakuzire ndani ko mugusha rwonda shubura naja mwenu kanguguze tandikiraho nyeteka tekero muranga gwa President mukuru wihanga naguzo mugusha nkanye nesha ishatu na bampame mitoro nkaga nijana agambiro mushija wanje gagira namugira nti muramanya ngo ezo seta ari kujya ngo neza famire omwana kwateho omushija kwateho no mukaza kwateho zitungure famire nawe ti yayanjire yanyikiriza yayine miti kwa yaja ngo emiteriya oronda abakozi bo waguriza mugusha bagiteme zitandikira ukombeke ebijubye nkoko na konga kutwahikireyo ejo miliyoni yaratoherereza babasharagaho za banka charges tuyayo emitwaro 9 na leta 9 nyonga naye tekatekire kijuke nkoko na ikandagure nkoko katandikanisa enkoko 50 ezo maturagura mashi ezo kugura emibazi hamwe nebyo kuriramu nebyo kunyweramo mu bugufi kutwaherize engoko twaguza na hafamo bukoko butano bushatu akafamo bukoko bushatu twaguza nareba nagoba naguza n'engoko za na manuwa y'engoko engoko ni hamu miliyoni 1.2 mukaga nija miliyoni 1.2 nkaga nijana to manuwa nabona mu emitwaro 30 ya manu kandi nanye ndi hamu neyo kuza kuhingiza nijana ashanga ndayisa miliyoni 1.8 direbo burungi bwa president kubwa nkwata muhatiya nashuba nagura mbwano najakanye guriro bukoko buto obwekiro kimwe ngezeho ndebe bukaburagura akakoko kamwe 3 na 5 ahubwo kuba mwenitwe natandika twagura makara esigiri uza kumarejo ubwo bwire urabora zihembera kumara wiki 3 twareba nazo zagira ki zakura twazihindura muri cyo kiju president kiwareba ahasi nahigura twayorora nazo kutwaherize totoro na mashi nemibazi byona twashanga turahisa mu miliyoni 5 konga kunagurize naguza jeza rugamuje na ijanda shanga ndakwata miliyoni 7 n'emitwaro kaganita nagire kikune cya ruhanga nyina abana banje bamwe baba burigwe fizi naja cyo nimugumize mu mwege nyine hinga ndondema abahingi nabo banduhure hakuhinga kandi mbone emusharuro ebihimba mbibone taza kugura mureko kugoba nashwa nabona mu manuwa najiguza nagura membunu ate jompu najiguza mwagireba erahise emitwaro 8 ngenu nashuba na kunakize hagati engogo ezo zinanguzire zaziri za reyazi ez'amahuri
nabo icyo wotakumanya kushoronja ebintu nobasa kubura ukwate bingi obure icyo wahamya ukacyendera Bayibuli regira ngo mbanze musherere ukamubwarhanga no kushyirira kwe ebindi byabongerwaho kandi mujiko mu Bayibuli Sulmani bakamugira ngo noyenda ki ahubwo ibiyana yenda bikabiri bingi kongo yajya atunga atumpa magezi kumpa magezi ebindi nimbiye kora mbona hati ombyo kutungura ensi n'abantu ekikuletera abantu ikizuba nibakwata bingi bakwate iki babura ekibabanza ekibayebembeza ati nyowe kumara imyaka 6 yimazire ningezo kuhabura abantu no kukira munonga abanyabushozi abinatandikiye nabo no kugira nti ombiye ntunguka banza osherere ntasi y'amaka dere bindi bija kongerwaho abuke abandi bakona bagamba enguto tamak roads amashomero tenor kwara umunguto kubukwira buri muntu atahomo uboro bwatsigaye mukasheshe ushanga bukutegereze butukurukayo watsiga uboro watsigana kirya so okuyanka cyenda na mukaga incyuta stand shomesa kunga abantu bakufayo tubakufo tubakumanya ngo leadership obwembezi ni rwaro abantu bazo mu politics kurra okuhabura okuraba kize ebizibu byabo nje mukuranye we muharangiye mucyara habasa kam ampura ya nampero obujuriza tumguruso ataharagamba ati nagamba muri kiga ataharagamba okurga mboro tabuka nje cyantera mu politics tine kinkorondamu tene kitene nyine byona konga cyantera mu politics ukorwa imyaka yankaga kandi insasubwa abantu benani nitora nabo ntungamo nitora nabo nyabushozi nindeba bayine byo kwese ngo batakumanya cyo gukora kandi bajye umugoro bari mu majwe binyatsi batura nembeba batura nebinya nebiyenje nemera kandi ubu nishome bitabo nshoma ngo ensi zindi zirigi hati nyebuza abantu abahandi basaba batakubaje itwabeto bakatura mu mbera so mbwena hati ukwihache na mukaga ntubaretera ebyo kuba inambura kunga abantu bafayo tukarete ntandukwa tubagifo ntandukwa kuyarga twareta PMA plan for modernization of agriculture unite tubagifo twareta NADS tubafayo twareta operation wealth creation namba nuri wakisoro sheka nabo ezeine akazi operation wealth creation naba kabarwaho muri kigeze kandi mbashanga so konka mwene ezo zona kunagiye kucyetegereza neja natandika kurira abantu bagira bega beraboka ngo aba operation wealth creation abasirikare nibashosora nibahereza abanyabuzare babo bena batakwika hati nko kugira ntumwe hati katwindure esente reba ziriya ese ibintu turabyumva serikare bya operation wealth creation twaza kuzubahereza direct imwe mbwene mukore ibintu byo kwetungura burumuruka parish sako dere tubahe sente ate mbwene zeze sente zo mukugamba akampure zya nagamba ngo akatunga miliyoni emwe aba banka bamutemaho mazingahi yatunga 9 ate icyaba banka ko batema icyo cyemereze aba banka nabo ni inshoninke ngo mushira kari kukashari bakamwita inshoninke tubine inshoni mwe no kuza kutema sente zo munakuno bono temero ki sente zo munakuza kampuru rese kuza kustema no temera hoki ati mbaragire ntumutagaraka sente za bank social government iwo tunge miliyoni yawe ijwire atene kugitema iki cyo batema tikwizagaraka kubaho kuganira ko basima nkiremo abantu batanka kusimuka yabuka ayinkuza yona nshanga basimukire aguzire nkoko aguzire mpunu aguzire harana bagore zo kwetanga za sekoko baguzire mbuzi mbweni mbashaba ngumugumizemo kandi atmwari aba ibintu mabyaza kubashurukira hati enkoko nempunu nembuzi nkuko mwagamba nizenda amaizi kandi amaizi agahehi gatar go kuza kwihare abako kuza kwihare nikija ko baremeza kutahira enkoko katahira no kibasota so mbona mbahire challenge aba government okukora enteekateeka y'okushyikira amaizi hariburuka ningashi buri kyaro kugira ngo amaizi gahikaho so that amaizi bagahaho nango mbasa gatangiza kuruga hanju mbasa nibeja kutuha plan mbahira abagurukarica n'ababota okutereza abokano reba nkakuri nyabushozi obunyabushozi yabeta kasimukire ubona bene intandikana abo myaka yankaga bakabagira communal dams ente zigenda zirwo kuza kunywera aha damu yemu nko muruka konkati ticyakiri nyabushozi ati nyabushozi buri muntu ayine damu ye umufamu yotakiro ibyo kuza kweshera communally ticyakiri mbwena aha nyena ngutufike aha idara burka inama amazi gayo ago kunywa naga amatungo ago akono naga amatungo tinte nyingi kugira ngo nibaza kuza kuzeshara ha damu nga ziba ziriye ntenke ziriye empunu ziriye nkoko ziriye mbuzi zenda amaizi agahanju ninga agaheyi tuja kukibara tuyetegereza so kandi ikindi cyatandika kwija mbe nakigambire bamusasize amahoro ahata amahoro gaza kweyongera inyama yankoko yaza kweyongera inyama yampuni yaza kweyongera akatara kahaka mu Uganda noshanga katara kumara ntwenda ataba musasize minister wanyu wentekateka wa finance mbe nabagambire mutekatekera abantu baitu amakorero ago kwihamu ibindi bintu mu mahuri abakwata amahuri hati ni mugarye nkempogora na omelette. Erindi rimugete scramble.
Kanisize hazeyo abatebekanisiibwe. Murakimanya ngu twakigambireho hazeyo abantu 10 abatebekanisiibwe. Koraboramanya ngu totebekanisiibwe aharegira ine twatura kushaba. Bishop wa Diocese of Kigezi kandi twine Gwanzu eyi tulimo ya Rubanda nemwe mu districts mu Uganda kandi wa excellence ndenda kumanyisa bundi turenda ngu tuyeyo percent turenda kusima
kamu konka ndekyetengo kyaitu nana nkushaka
Ndiyamabanja gahabaza.
Only one day, particular one.
those are mothers because they have babies.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Museveni, and Mama Janet Museveni, on my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Amalatar, I take this single opportunity to welcome you to Amalatar District. We are exceedingly humble and grateful that amidst your tight schedule, you have taken this initiative to come and visit a model farmer in Amalatar District. Your Excellency, the President and Mama, I searched through the internet to find a president like you who has dedicated his time to tour the country, to preach the gospel of wealth creation. I only found General Yoweri Museveni.
My name is Joel Okello. I come from a very humble background. Schooling, we would survive on distilling Waragi. And I know it up to tomorrow. I would distill Waragi, then my uncle's wife would sell Waragi, and I come back and pay school fees. So with that background, I cannot think about going back to that poverty. I've heard you, Excellency, preaching the gospel of creating wealth. Mindset. Creating wealth, let's start from the mindset. You have talked about land fragmentation. This is family land. I have brothers and sisters. I always tell them, even if I'm not there tomorrow, please don't divide this land because I know the benefit. I started this farm way back in 2016. After retiring from National Water, I worked in National Water for 7 years. Then I went to General Moezi's farm. He asked me, Okello, you people of northern Uganda, you think we eat Museveni's money. He was putting on this jacket, army jacket. This is where I get my money from. He had 200 Frisian cows, 4 acres of matoke. Do you have land? I could not say anything. He asked me, do you have land? I answered with a very low tone that, yes, sir. What are you doing with your land? I need to come to that and see what you are doing with the land. Up to today, he has not come, but he communicates to me always. I told him, I'm competing with you. I started construction work by borrowing 12 million from the bank. My wife borrowed 15 million. Then we went for construction. So every money that I get from construction, 80% I bring it here. If you check this region of Amalatar, 90% of economic activity is through fishing. You find the district local people from northern Uganda, they are taking people to Mbarara, Ibanda to go and see how cows are eating grass. Yet we have good land, good grass, good soil in northern Uganda. His Excellency, you know this, I'm not lying. You can stand my witness. So I came and said, please, I must do something different in Amalatar. So I started here with 80 goats. That was, I bought the first on March. I bought 80 goats, I went to Sembabule, I brought some few cows. So I kept growing. That is a short story about here. We are currently employing 18 permanent staff here. We are creating employment. We are doing institution around northern Uganda. We are training them here. We lack accommodation. We had a booking of 200 people who come for IT. We don't have accommodation. That is revenue for our farm because each is going to pay 250,000. So if we bring for 2 months only, we are raising that money. 250 times 200. That is already revenue for the farm. We are training the local farmers around. We are supplying them good breed. His Excellency, I was very disappointed around 2020, and I stopped going to the market up to now. I don't go. Manager is the one who do that. I went to the market. Someone who has kept his cow for 2 years is selling it at 250,000. I'm selling a goat of 8 months at 400,000, 500,000. A goat of 8 months, 400,000. You are selling a cow you have raised for 2 years at 250,000. So the mindset of the person, we must invest in that. There's something that I want to bring it out now. His Excellency, I have got a lot of names via this farm. A lot of names. That guy's money is not clean. He has gone under the water. That is first family money. They have sent him to go and buy land because they have discovered oil. His Excellency is here today. If this is his cows, then the helicopter has come. We should carry these cows and load and it goes with these cows. A lot, His Excellency. If everything in this Uganda is for the first family, why are we sending our kids to school? Politician, you have a lot to preach. That one, I have no kind word for it. Everything is for first family. If up to this time you still say people are getting money under the water, it has surrounded us. The Molatar people would be very rich.
Back to what Mr. Okela has done. I'm related, my mother, I remember my mother is from their clan, was married, and the cows that they used for marrying my mother is what their grandfather married with their grandmother. So he has been having problems here. People saying a lot of things, those things they are saying, talking about, but we share with him. I said, those things you hear people are saying going underwater, what they said it all on us, even Angola, whoever has something, they say you have gone underwater. I say that is to discourage you. You know, in Lango here we call it nyeko. Yeah, it's to discourage you. Your Excellency, recently, a friend of mine, you know, when we go for benchmarking, what some other people go there just to look at houses. So we went in Nairobi there. I got a friend of mine, an MP from Kiambu County. So the guy told me his story and took me to his constituency. The whole county, like here was one county before we divided it. But every home, the poorest home, has 20 Frisian cows. And the land, we are talking of 4-acre model. Here, people are talking of 50 by 100. 20 cows in 50 by 100. And they are getting a lot of money. Government supported them with a factory. Now, there's a point where they go and pick their milk in every parish in the evening, and things happen. So,
but Your Excellency, I want to bring to your attention that I am the area member of parliament for this constituency. And it would be a very great omen for me as your host not to welcome you. So may it please you that I welcome you in my constituency. You are welcome.
Farmer said here that in whatever we do, for many years, for me who was born in Minakulu bordering Gulu, when I was young, I was always running from the LRA wars. And I know the fruits of peace. I know the pain of being in an area where there's insecurity. And that is why when you appointed Dr. Ruakana Rugunda for the peace talk, and I was chosen by the people of northern Uganda to lead the community to go and support the peace talk, we went and stayed in Garamba for all the 2 years. And that achievement which led to the signing of cessation of hostility and facilitated the LRA to move from northern Uganda to Owiny-Kibul, and later were taken to Garamba. And from that day, when the LRA rebels went to Owiny-Kibul, peace returned to northern Uganda. And from that day, 2006, the people of northern Uganda cannot forget the contribution you have made in giving peace to the people.
Your Excellency, and thank you, people, for welcoming us so warmly right here at this farm. I want to say maybe one thing that I admire about the farmers in our country presently. In many of the areas where UPDM is happening and other farm areas, what I have come to admire is to see that the owner of the farm stands with his wife and they're one. That is a very good culture that our people should really learn. To know that if you're working as a family, if you hold hands together as a man and his wife, that family will be stronger. So I admire the young man here as he was introducing his family, and he introduced the contribution of his wife. And that speaks volumes, because when a family lives together, hopefully they pray together and that family grows stronger. So I pray that that becomes a culture for the families of Uganda, really. Because as we strengthen families, we unite our communities, and Uganda becomes stronger at the grassroots. That's what we lack. That's what we need. Because men used to look at their wives as, you know, they are there, they are in the kitchen, they do the cooking, but the people would walk over them and there was nothing to talk about women. But now you can see these young men, as they hold hands together with their wives, their work will multiply, their farms will become stronger, and our communities will grow stronger. I thank you as a community. I pray that all the families here are holding hands together and working together, and our families and our communities and our nation will grow stronger for it. Thank you for what you are doing here. And I thank this young man really, because he is trying to do things that will lead his community to look to him for examples, so that they can know, as Mzee has kept saying, that it's possible. That it's possible for Africans to not be poor anymore. It is time now that Africans also strive, because God has blessed us with so much. It's a shame that the Africans are the people who go around the globe begging for how to build their nations. But if we continue the way we are going, I have hope, and I have no doubt in my mind that Uganda will lead Africa to show that it's possible for Africa to stand up and build Africa and be an example on the global table to discuss how the globe should be built and how it should go. Because normally, or for a long time, Africa has had no contribution at all in the global discussion, because people know that Africa has nothing to offer. But I think it's time. And we have betrayed God as far as I'm concerned. We have betrayed God because God gave us so much. And we have done nothing with it except beg other cultures. Now I am so happy to be in Amoratar, only to see a wonderful farm that has promise for tomorrow.
There's what we call in our language Nino.
Yes. Aduong tia poyu wi waniti ginda waruluoni nino.
Now in Africa, the main problem is Nino Matek.
Etia kobuni yi lobu chol kan pehwa aduong ateho bedo nino ateha teha.
So this is the problem in many parts of Africa, but also in Uganda.
Tia kobuni peha wano tikere dong atek tutwale Uganda kan.
Because
Kobmenino.
Because there's so much lonyo here.
Entia kobuni lonyo tia duong ateha teha.
To really have Chan is a big shame.
But the
problem is this one of Nino. Nino is sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping.
Now, I'm very happy that our son, Yoweri, is not Nino.
And
I want to thank General Muhesi. Who challenged him. But the thankful is for him who responded. Because you see the things you are talking about, the roads, the referral hospitals. All those are what we call donglobo. No, donglobo is for all of us. A drunkard will move on the road. A witch doctor will move on the road.
And
the road from, for instance, the road from Kampala to Lira. By the time of Amin and up to Gulu was already tarmac. But I'm sure even today, when you go there, you can find the Chan people near the tarmac road. Your tarmac can, Chan Tia also can. So really, in the schools we have to talk of LCM, the lowest number that can go into all the other numbers. Now, for me, the LCM of leadership is to deal with Lonyo in the homes. Because once people have Lonyo in their homes, many of the issues you are talking about, that's what Beta Monge was saying, that many of the things you are talking about, you can even do them yourself. You can have pea, maber, even before the water had brought their own water. Jolo pea. At your own house. You can have match, you can have solar power.
His Excellency, I would want tractor and power.
Power. Where's the power now?
Power is about 4 kilometers away from here.
Okay. Okay. I'll get you a tractor and then try to get the ministry to get you.
So I do gelo koniene me to match ke the tractor do koniene lo ke jo me match to neno ka ramo kube match ke li farm kan.
Boy matek.
So Joel is already self-motivated.
El tia ko bani Joel do bera bulu amedo tikere kero nyokere miri meti yuticha tek.
Supporting him is easy.
Eme konye do yoto twal piene do nyurumiru konye ramuti chunga pire kene.
But I would like to challenge the leaders in the area
Entia ko lokere wano tela.
to really advise all the other people.
Me wani jakudong twal lokere jowa me pasukan.
So that they really know how to use the land to get out of poverty.
Mene do kirangoa be miero opurwa ti kere lobo gi me ya ko ichan.
Because this business of fishing, how many people can be in the lake?
Entia ko bani ko be kom chika wano ko bani jo adia me ramo beri yi imnam kano.
There must be a limit to the people in the lake.
Mir jo ano na hena me mir beri nam.
Even Nambole, we have a limit.
Entia ko na leg tu kudila meti Kampala kuya nambole dati namba jo amo yi gi me beri leg kunu.
I think it is 30,000 or something. We say no. Even if you pay, we say no.
Entia ko bani ti gi kai tutumia pira deka kai re chulu chene wano ko ni stadium do ponko.
Because you are going to die. You are too
Pienwe
many.
wota ko kunu ka jo pola teha.
So what I will ask you tomorrow when I meet the leaders meeting is to say who should be on the lake and how many and why.
Recognize, but they always come and welcome you whenever you come to Amola Kinyankole, right? And then we have has not come yet, but he's really doing very, very. Chuck, the wife Joyce really wanted to come and welcome you. This is what Joel has done, and we are very proud of him. If it is addressed, more and more of this kind of farmers will be raised in Amogori of the PDM. And so trade in the various entrepreneurs, various is in a deplorable state. And we humbly request that as you've done with Ministry of Agriculture, that much as we are a peninsula, we do not have any fish. And we hope that your stay here and your message will be very, very pertinent for the transformation